Tell me why you mad.
You know why I'm mad because Mos Def slash Yasin Bey has taken to Instagram Live to apologize publicly to Drake.
What?
Should I? Should I? Should I?
Drake?
Get out. Go home. You want me to play a little bit? Let me see if I can play a little bit.
Let me sip my water. Drake.
To hear what it is that I have to say as it relates to some of the comments that I made about Drake. First of all, I don't hate anyone. My opinion is mine. Um, it's legal. States as far
My phone locked. See,
And it's going in and out.
my phone didn't even like that bullshit. My phone was like, "What? Lock screen."
Legal in 50 states.
But who said it was not legal or that he hated anybody? Like, what the
well,
fuck is he talking about?
well, that was him being his funny jokey joke self.
I didn't like that shit. But let's continue.
um, it's legal.
Nobody asked you if it was legal, Most Def. We know that.
He's being a clown. Like
Uh,
he's
there was
still
another
making
person
jokes.
trying to slander him, put the clown on him. I have reached out to him. I have no responses yet, but I'm not keen to talk about people to them through a screen. I prefer to talk to people directly. Like you all. But I will say this: the young man is very talented. He's been able to be very successful with that talent. No issue with his success.
No.
But anything that he's been able to achieve as a result of his talent. I do feel that some of the criticism that he's received in the past has been mean-spirited and unfair. So,
Anti-bullying campaign.
participate in that. If I was perceived to be harsh or mocking or taunting, that's not my intention. And Drake, if you're watching or if you come across this, that's not my intention, brother. I've never had no issue with you. But I will say this, I don't know you well enough to even have any sort of issue with you in that regard. Nonetheless, it's not sacrilegious to have a critique or an opinion of a public figure, particularly one of that magnitude in current modern culture. It was a question that I was asked, and I answered it as earnestly and as diplomatically as I possibly could. Forgive my Brooklyn.
Forgive my Brooklyn is so funny, and I'm going to use forgive my Brooklyn, okay? Cause forgive it, please. This is just who I am. This is just how we roll out in these streets.
This is a travesty as far as I'm concerned.
Forgive my Brooklyn.
That was the worst part of the whole shit.
What? Forgive my Brooklyn.
Don't blame Brooklyn for that shit you did. You did that. Brooklyn ain't do that.
But I know how you feel, and you can definitely. But I almost feel like he's playing. Like I don't feel like this is totally serious. And I think he tried to let us know that with certain things that he said, like "forgive my Brooklyn," and what he said it's legal in all the states.
This was the wackest, weakest, sarcastic filled. BS apology I ever heard in my life. And the fact that he said he reached out to Drake makes me believe it is real. Because if it was not real, then I don't think he would have reached out to Drake. And I wish he didn't reach out to Drake. Because now Drake is definitely gonna play this nigga.
But I feel like reaching out to Drake could mean less of, oh, oh, I'm so sorry, and more of, it was just, I just did an interview and talk some shit. Like it wasn't like that. You
I
know what
don't
I
think
mean? Which is not necessarily an apology, but because that's basically, okay. He says sorry here, but he basically says, yeah, but like, I think y'all overreacted. This is how I took it. I think y'all overreacted. I'm allowed to say what I want to say. I don't have no problems with that, man. I was just, somebody asked me a question and I answered it because, I'm a
he gonna say he
jokester.
answered it as earnestly and diplomatic as possible. No, you didn't.
That's why I think he's bullshitting
No,
us. I
you
think some
didn't.
of the shit he said just isn't serious.
This is an L for the home team. This is an L for hip hop and for MCs and for Brooklyn. I just took 3 L's today. I'm hurting. Okay, 3 L's thanks to Mos Def. This is ridiculous. Why he didn't just shut up? Why he had to do that?
Well, because he
Why
didn't shut
niggas
up the
don't just
first
shut
time.
up?
The problem is when you don't shut up the first time, then you feel compelled to speak again.
You should have just
Sometimes you
let
got to
whatever's
shut up
gonna
the
happen
first time.
happen. Sometimes you gotta stand on the shit you said. That's it. I mean, what was Drake gonna do? Drake gonna do a diss record, then you diss him back. That's it.
He don't want to be a part of that. He don't want to be involved in that. And not only that, the internet is unkind. The internet is unkind. And while, listen, I even had smoke for him last week when we spoke about it. And as far as I'm concerned, I feel like I kept it to what it was. And I gave my opinion accordingly. But there's a difference between me, who provides commentary and gives my best possible opinion, and someone who is going to be like, because,
Damn,
sorry.
that was harsh. He didn't say that.
But you can beep it out, but that's how people are on the internet are. That's kind of my point here. I mean, we just had a whole conversation about people who don't even know Nicki Minaj sending people to Meg The Stallion's mother's grave.
Yeah.
People on the internet are trash. And I could totally see him ending up in the comment section of some one of these apps, or just people being like, even on a lighter note, like, Drake is like the biggest of the big out here, and people are upset. People are upset. All and just one more thing. Of all the things I said, that doesn't I didn't say what I said to mean that he doesn't get to say what he wants to say. And I'm only making that point because I don't think that he should have to take it back. I think your opinion is your opinion. Now, if your opinion is shady and your jokes are kind of whack, I can say that. But it doesn't mean that you have to stop speaking. It doesn't mean that you have to censor yourself. And it doesn't mean that you are not entitled to that opinion that you had. And I think you made that point very clear when you spoke about this. He had his opinion. And like you said tonight, he should stand on it. He's allowed to change his mind, but he probably hasn't changed his mind.
But I wish he would have just stood on his opinion and let the chips fall where they may. Like, why do this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why? And then you want to throw Brooklyn in the midst of it?
Hello, Brooklyn.
Nah, don't even do that. That's not her favorite joint either.
In New York, hungry jungle where dreams are made of.
I
It
don't
was
know.
all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine.
You feel good? You all right?
Yeah.
Just gave us a concert in 12 minutes, like
And
12
then
seconds.
I do 560 State Street.
It's 550 State Street.
I always get it wrong. I always do that. I
So,
always do that.
anyway, it doesn't
Cats
matter.
fight all the time. I don't
The
know how I
point
don't.
is, he should have left Brooklyn out of this fake shit. Don't blame Brooklyn's bravado and teachings for this nonsense. What was that?
I don't know. That was like word to my mother.